What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you see by the title below, we are going to talk about when, why, how, what, should, whatever, right? You text a guy. Mostly why I think you should not, because a lot of you are going to fall into this category for watching this. I'm sorry to say that, but I kind of want to give you the gist of the call, okay? Because a lot of people screw it up and they don't know what they're doing, and they call and they end up ruining all their chances and stuff like that. And I don't want that to happen to you. It happens to me. I don't want it to happen to you, though. Well, it happened to me. I don't want it to happen to you anymore. I'm not about that life. I went through it. I'm just trying to save you guys some heartbreak and agony. Yeah, I know you're not feeling it, because I wasn't feeling it, and it sucks. You know, you think you had a great time, you think this person's interested, and then you call, and it's kind of like, and then after the call, it's even worse. Like, they're like, okay, like, you need to kind of step back. I don't want that to happen to you. Not at all, okay? So, well, the first things first, and I say this a lot, and if you read my book, which is below, 254 pages, absolutely free, I talk about the pre-dating and I talk about the pre-texting concepts in the book. And I'm a big believer on this, because everything that goes on in life is through a frame of mind, okay? I'll give you a great example. If a really ugly girl and a really hot girl told the same shitty ass, horrible joke, this girl's gonna get away with it because of what we associate with attractiveness, okay? While this girl is gonna be like, okay, that was a bad joke, associate the bad joke with the bad looking woman, it's not gonna go so well, okay? That's just how it is. This is how the brain works. I'm sorry to say that. So the frame of mind, the lens, the perception the guy sees things through is very important. So if you did not do what I said in my book in the beginning, again, it's absolutely free, and it's below. If you did not do, and subscribe too. Come on, man. Hey, I just made a video about 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get up to 10,000. Like, help me out here, man. But it's all about the frame of mind. If you did not build sex appeal or sexual tension, attraction, stuff like that, if you did not, this guy's swimming around like a shark. Look at that. That guy's swimming around like a shark. He went around like that. I'm telling you, there's sketchy people. You guys watch my videos, man. There's sketchy people everywhere. I swear to God, man. But if you did not build sexual tension, if you did not build social proof, if you did not build value in his eyes, then when you make the call or you reach out more often, it's going to come off as needy and clingy. And it sucks, because I know a lot of women aren't like that, but that's just how men are. But if you're seen as this like attractive woman who built a lot of value, social proof, you know your worth, you're confident, you're not showing like red flags or negative body language or anything like that, and you call, he's gonna be like, holy shit, like, she really likes me. It's just a whole different frame of mind. It's crazy, but that's how guys think. So first off, and you gotta be honest with yourself, right? You gotta believe, if you did not build two of those three things, sex appeal, value, and social proof, two of the three, if you did not do that, then I would not call him, especially sooner than later, right? Like, if you're trying to call him or text him the very next morning after a date, hey, right there, you throwing yourself out. You might as well open that door, grab yourself by your fucking panties, and throw yourself out. You ruined it right there, okay? So that's number one. Number two, you have to be completely honest with yourself, because you're going to show this through body language, through subconscious cues, and all these kind of things. If you like, yeah, okay, you want to reach out to them, great. But if you feel like you're doing that, this thing's bothering. Hold on, let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can just rig some things. Does that work? Oh shit, that worked. Okay. No, damn it. But if you feel like you're reaching out to him, because you feel like you're losing him, or you're seeking validation, like you want to know how he feels or how he reacts or responds to your call or text, or you're fucking reaching out or something like that, then then I highly suggest you don't call, because you're calling for the wrong reasons. You're creating a hierarchy there. Automatically, by you wanting him, he's up here, you're down here, okay? Especially when you're reaching out, you're seeking validation, you're going to come off clingy, you're going to come off needy, and it's not going to look pretty. And a lot of women think they can read my book, which is a damn good book on the subject. They think they can watch all my videos and then apply these things, but it works, but you have to build the foundation, which is the reason I built that book below. you have to have the confidence. You have to break away. You have to do a lot of self-assessment. You have to break away from the clinginess, the neediness, which is very, very, very hard. It's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of, small successes and building them up into becoming, it's a lot of moving forward and bettering yourself in your life and, just progressing in things. And then over time, you're gonna be like, holy shit, here I am, right? And you're gonna break out of that shell of the neediness, the clinginess, the I need to seek validation. Why do guys like her? Why don't guys like me? Why can I keep a boyfriend? You get out of that mindset. So if you're in that mindset, you got to be honest with yourself. If you're calling the guy in hopes to see how he responds, to see if he's interested, a lot of, like, I know I used to be like, I used to reach out to a lot of women when I was younger, like the women I was talking to, in hopes to seek validation, like see how fast they would respond or something, if they didn't, I'd be like, oh shit, she doesn't like me, she doesn't like me, she doesn't like me anymore. Like, I would always reach out for validation, seeking approval, and it didn't work out well. I learned my lesson fast. Okay, so that's the second thing. You have to be honest with yourself, and you have to just reach out, because if you're not happy and satisfied, you have to reach out. Here's a good way to put it: if you have to reach out, and you have to have the mindset of if he doesn't like me, or if he doesn't respond, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't give a shit. I have other people. I have a great life. I have other things to do. Yada yada yada. If he doesn't reach out, or if he doesn't respond, who gives a fuck? Or if he doesn't seem interested, or this doesn't keep on going, who gives a fuck? You be honest. If you don't have that mindset, then you need to back the fuck off. And the third thing finally is, while a lot of guys will like the woman reaching out, those are the kind of guys, in my opinion, that you should be avoiding, because these are guys who are not in their masculine. They want you to reach out because they're probably what I call low ego or unhealthy ego men. If you guys don't know what that is, again, it's in my book, it's in other videos. These men are seeking approval. These men are going after women who I would say have a lower barrier of entry, and I don't mean that sexually. I just mean like want. These men are men who have red flags, who are very low confidence, have very low self-esteem, and they're going to try to avoid risk of being turned down or risk hurting their ego. So what they're going to do is hope that these women call them instead. And again, these are not the right kind of men. These are the men who manipulate, cheat, steal, all those kind of things down the road. Fight, argue, don't know how to talk with a woman, these kind of things, right? So these are not the men men you want. But with that being said, there you guys go. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I actually just woke up. I had a late night last night, trying to get my Diet Coke in. Best shit ever. But again, you have to have those three things: seek validation, so you have to have social value, or social proof of value, sex appeal. So that's number one. Then you have to be honest with yourself and about how you feel, for the reasons you're calling. And then thirdly, finally, you have to remember that if the guy's not reaching out, for one, society taught him these things. Male dating coaches taught him these things. And three, these guys aren't probably the guys you want to go with anyway. If he's sitting back waiting for you to call, the guy should call you. Okay. So with that being said, I love you. Take care. Peace. Mwah.